Hi, I'm Glenn, Dave's behind the camera. Welcome to another episode of the NC Beer Buzz, and we're the NC Beer Guys. We found our way to Wilmington today, and our first stop of the morning is at the Bombers Beverage Company on Gray Street. It's a great new bottle shop here in Wilmington. One of the few bottle shops in Wilmington, or tell me it's not the only one.
No, it's not the only one.
Not the only one.
One of about 4.
Okay. But one of the newer ones, and actually where we knew the guys, so we thought we'd come in and let you guys know what we're up to at the Bombers Beverage Company on Gray Street in Wilmington. Thanks for having us in.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is Jake and Zach. These are 2 of the 3 co-owners. Got another guy out on doing beer work today.
That's right.
Thanks for having us in. As I said, tell us how you guys came to be, the 3 of you, to do this. What was the vision originally?
You want to start off?
Yeah, sure. So the 3 of us, all been craft beer lovers for a very long time.
Local guys?
We're actually all from a little town outside of Raleigh. I'm from Zebulon, and they're both from Wendell, North Carolina. Been in craft beer for a very long time. I was managing a bottle shop in Raleigh. Caleb was brand manager for Boulevard, and Zach is working in a local bottle shop here as well. We've been talking about doing something with beer for, I don't know, what, 5 years before we actually jumped on the bus.
Yeah.
Like everyone envisions, it's our passion, it's what we really wanted to do, and eventually we just kind of put everything together.
And even after you decided to do it, you had to get things in order to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It took about a year's worth of planning.
So how did you decide on Wilmington then, if you were not local guys?
Well, I've been living here, for about 6 years now, off and on since 2005.
Okay.
And when I got out of the Navy, moved back here from San Diego, finished my film degree, and I incorporated my love of craft beer into my films and did 2 documentaries here on the local scene growing because it was so new. So also I saw that there is a market for a bottle shop downtown, being a craft beer lover. And
the other ones are not downtown?
No, we're the only one downtown. We're actually we're the first downtown.
We're the first downtown closest to Front Street. There's another one on 4th Street. But yeah, I saw a market where people needed a place to pop in and grab to-go beer because the closest place is the Harris Teeter, the grocery store 3 miles away.
Plus everybody was starting to understand about craft beer a little more.
Absolutely.
And starting to be some demand that didn't exist a few years ago.
Some
of us were drinking craft beer a few years ago, but many people were not.
Right.
And not enough to support bottle shops in some ways.
Absolutely.
So now it was time.
And we saw what all 3 of us brought to the table. Caleb has been doing logistics. He's run bars, craft beer bars, and also he's been a rep, so he has both of those sides. And Jacob, when he finished law school, he was working with Caleb in Raleigh at World of Beer. And then I'm more of the marketing side, doing films and promoting my films.
So you bring 3 skill sets together, really kind of blend them, and you kind of keep that division of labor into bottle shop.
Absolutely.
That's great. So what's the vision here? What do you want to be for people?
We want to provide a level of customer service that no one else is getting really anywhere else. I think our thing really is, we're not going to some bottle shops or some beer places in general, like you get beer snobs. You go in and we really pride ourselves on being beer geeks instead of beer snobs. We love the product we're selling, and we really want to get it to people that don't know what it is. So a new customer that comes in and is like, "Oh, we drink Bud Light." That's a bummer, but we're
in the wrong place, number one.
But we're like, hey, we've got beer that's a similar style that's phenomenal for you, and you're going to love, and we're going to provide a level of customer service that they enjoy.
And there's a tasting area, of course.
Absolutely.
We're standing behind the bar area. What you won't see on camera from this shot is all the bottles on the shelves. But the tasting area, you got how many taps behind us?
12.
12 taps. All local generally?
We rotate out, so we mainly do whatever we can get on that is what we think is really the best. So everything we put on tap is stuff that we really enjoy and that we think is really good beer.
And fitting the mission of something that somebody might not have somewhere else.
Right. So, for instance, Napa Smith Hopageddon is something that was just brand new to market, and we had never had it, and we wanted to try it, so we got some. So our customers could have some too.
And so far so good? You're 4 months in, you said?
4 months in, and the cold season has been good to us. It's actually a good thing. I always tell people, when they ask, how has it been opened up in fall, winter? It's been great because we've been able to establish relationships with local business owners and the locals that live here. So we've got these great relationships with them, so then when the spring and summer hits, we know them by name and face when they walk in versus getting mixed in the crowd.
And then can also mix in with the tourists and everybody else that's going to flood in when the season comes.
Yeah.
Good. It's great. how's the reception been from the customers? Is this a new experience for most of your customers, or are they coming here after having been somewhere else? They know about a tasting area and a
It's
bottle
a mixed
shop?
bag.
Okay.
It really is a mixed bag. We've had a lot of both. We love the customers that come in and know their beer, but also we have probably about 60% of our customer base comes in and they're just like, hey, what is this? I've never been in a place like this, and we're excited, to explain to them and let them taste some beers and get some good stuff to go home with them.
Now, are you filling growlers?
We do growlers, yeah.
So how's that been? That's a whole new thing for a lot of us in North Carolina. We just didn't know about the growler world.
Yes, growler fills have been great. We're doing so well with them right now. We're actually completely out of them.
Okay.
So yeah, we got
That's the right problem to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some new ones on order that are coming in very soon. But yeah, growler
And
fills
people
have been
know how to manage a growler when it leaves here, like not to open it and save it for 3 weeks and drink the second part of it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
We
you're doing a little
definitely-
education
we
there
definitely
too, I
talk to them.
guess.
That's our biggest thing is educating the customer and having a great customer experience when they come in, because we want them to enjoy good craft beer. So.
Right. Get most of what you need beer-wise, most of what you want, or is there some issues down here? You're a little bit on the end of the distribution line.
Right. So we're down here all the way on the coast, so we don't get a lot of stuff that Raleigh gets or that Charlotte and Greensboro get.
But you're compensating for that by,
Right. What we'll do is, so the beer that we want, we're willing to go get it, and we'll bring it down here for our customers because we want them to have the best things they can have. Zach just recently made a trip to
Went to Asheville and picked up some Wicked Weed, and then on the way back I stopped in Hickory, North Carolina, picked up some Old Hickory as well. Event Horizon, Death by Hops, all the popular ones. So,
Yeah. And then we just got a keg in from Hall River. We went and picked it up. It was kegged on the day we got it, so we're really trying to get the best, freshest product we can to our customers. We're really doing as much as we can to do that.
that's great. So what's the future look like? How's the Wilmington beer scene? I mean, you've got breweries opening all the time.
Yes,
That's good.
it is very good.
Increases the whole consumer population of knowledge, and they become more beer people.
Yes. I really think, Zach thinks the same way too, that Wilmington's in a way kind of like the Asheville on the coast, and just kind of a little bit more laid back than Raleigh, a lot more beer type people here, and there's a lot of,
And also with some seasonal ins up and down,
Absolutely,
some
yeah.
student population that provides part of the base.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, 3 years ago we had only one brewery, Front Street Brewery. It's been open since 1995. And now we're looking at potentially 10 to 12 new breweries by the end of this year going into 2016.
It's fantastic. We're really
And the
excited.
city must be really loving that, or New Hanover County. I mean,
Yes.
and they must be so welcoming, because you wouldn't see that kind of growth if they were not
Absolutely.
reaching out.
There's a couple of breweries that really paved the way, that really wanted to get it done. Wilmington Brewing Company, really, and Flytrap as well, just steam-headed the movement. They had to do a lot of work with, city council and stuff to get some new laws figured out, because the city was like, we don't know.
You just didn't have the regulations.
Right, there were no regulations.
They were not
They didn't know what to
anti,
do.
they just didn't have them.
So the city was good, and we had the beer initiative meetings. I went to the first 4, I think it was, and they got all the owners and even some of the brewmasters in, and they got us around. We talked, and we, and Wilmington was good. They were doing their research too, and then also hearing what we had to say, how they can adapt, so they can put it on the books correctly.
That's great.
Yeah,
So you're kind of breaking some ground here too.
yeah, we're having
Yeah.
fun.
Good. Well, thanks for having us in.
Yeah, thank you
We
very much.
appreciate it so
Glenn.
much. Good
Thank you
luck
so
to
much.
you.
Absolutely.
You guys who are watching, when you find your way to Wilmington this summer or in the springtime, make sure you find Gray Street. We're just up the block from the Hilton and just 1 block off of Front Street, so you won't miss downtown Wilmington. You'll be able to find Bombers Beverage Company. Until next time, this is Dave and Glenn, NC Beer Guys, reminding you to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.